Welcome to Scene Jam Week 4 Winners. Had a bunch of great entries this week. Gonna start off here with our third place winner, which goes to Thorindan. You can correct my spelling in the forums. So we'll fast forward here through the start of the level. This is the one thing that I would have totally cut, which is he has a huge long run up. This is in 3x speed and it's still pretty long. He was doing the gates version, which I'll have a couple more shots of here, but you can see them there as we ran up. And this is just creating what lies beyond the gates. The scene was very dark. I did end up adding a little bit of light to it, which if the ground doesn't look that great, you really can't tell in his version. For filming, I turned it up just because it was a little too dark to tell what was going on. So one of the things we really liked about this is what you see on your screen right now, which is he had a little castle and a hedge maze on the other side of his gate. This is me trying to find my way through the hedge maze, and we should probably cut and fast forward. There we go. Cut and fast forward to like 2 hours later when I finally find my way through the hedge maze. It's pretty good size. And you can see back over to the gates from the other side. Always love it when people work our own art into their stuff, so it's nice seeing the little table. There were a few other little payoffs in that, but we'll move on to second place, which goes to a team. Lone Stranger, Kill Witch, or Kill Something, and Sia Press. You guys are going to hate me. You know who you are. So this was the gate scene again. The gate scene and the lava scene were the two most popular. This one kind of mixed the gates and some lava elements as well. There were several nice things about this one, but one of the favorite things was they mixed it up so there's a shortcut, and I should be doing my little quotes with my finger when I say shortcut, because it's not shorter, but if you want to not go by the gates to get to the lava. Oh look, an earthquake. Just a lot of little nice touches, kind of like this, where you know the earthquake stuff, and then also if you see in the upper left hand corner having those little toggles so we can better see what's going on. Oh, but this is taking us over to the shortcut. Let me toggle off the ambient. I'm also playing this in high speed, so you can see why the shortcut is not really a shortcut. This would be a shortcut through the mines of Moria. It's 5 minutes of running through this thing to get to the other side. But it's a nice little touch. If you want to get around the gates, you could take this shortcut over to it to get to the other side. And all this is pretty well put together and fairly polished and contains some nice elements as well. Nice music as well. Good sound effects. Not too dark, too bright, just pretty much just right. And then come out of the shortcut and now you're on the other side of the gates. Again, the lava field, just a lot of nice little touches, and I'll get over to a spot where we can get a better view of the gates from this side. So the payoff right there is odd sounding poppies. Alright, let's move on to first place and the winner for this week. Justin and Kevin, they have done extremely well. I think it was pretty much unanimous vote that this was the best level. They did the lava scene, obviously, and they even got it down to not quite hold up to picture, fade from one to the other, and it looks exactly the same, but they nailed the start of the lava scene, even down to the rocks and the walls in the right spots. They just had a lot of good stuff going on, a lot of interest to their level. Coming up here, and again, I think when the lava scene was made, there's not that much thought about what was going on, so this level kind of shows us that, you know, there are lots of cool ideas that we could put into this where it doesn't have to even stay, you know, natural, where it's an actual physical space. You could be a teleporter where you come through the teleporter. Now it's like, where the heck am I now? But just super visually appealing, lots of cool stuff going on. This is obviously taking you to an entirely different dimension Lots of little game stuff here, like having the chains that you can run across to get up to the top. You know, lightning effects, sound effects, floating rocks, beautiful skybox. Long, but it's not that, so long that it gets boring to get up to the top. And it's also well done in that the frame rate was always good, and you can always see, like, there's the point of interest I'm trying to get to it. Always helpful if you're going to do a longer scene like this, is always, have that carrot ahead that you're trying to get to. They also had a fair amount of custom art in their level. I'm going to guess that one of the brothers is an artist, because they did some of the stuff themselves, I believe. But again, just kind of a nice, surreal, interesting expansion to what goes on in the lava field and what stuff might be possible. I'm not sure if they started this one during the Halloween week when we had the scene jam, but the skeletons were a nice touch. They're kind of fun. And also I'll jump down here so we can see other interaction stuff down here. Chest, and then interactable door that you can open up with sound effects. Again, just very well done and very creative, very interesting. They nailed the front scene, but then added something totally unexpected on the back end that actually felt cool and interesting. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this week's challenge.